Hey, hey guys, welcome to the Oddball Show. How's it going?
It's going good. You seem to have a 3 second delay, just I guess in case you swear or
I
something.
know, I don't know what happened. I just want to. Hold on. Let me just.
Oh, okay. Oh, hi, Chad.
Sweet
Hold on.
merciful fuck. I
All right,
only have three buttons on my shirt put together.
all right.
What the fuck's
Uh,
going on?
hey everybody, it's Jason Ray from the Oddball Show, and I'm here today with Tim Gager and Chad Parento. We're going to talk about the week that was, buddy. The week that was in
Yeah,
Oddball magazine.
that was the strangest intro ever. I felt like we were like we were in like a dumb waiter.
I
Going up.
felt like it was a Brady Bunch episode. And just
We got a new,
introducing the squares.
we got a new shirt.
I like it.
Yeah, I like this.
Welcome to the week that was, where the overlying question is always, what the fuck am I doing here? I could be prepping to do a shitty workshop at Mass Poetry on Saturday, but no, I'm doing this.
Yeah, my math poetry event's probably going to be rained out, so we're taking 5 hours of content and we are condensing it into about 45 minutes. So we're hoping that we can condense this show into like 30 minutes because I'm tired of shit.
Yeah, I just got back from UMass a while ago.
Boy, your arm's tired.
My soul is tired. Have you been around 20 fucking thousand people for graduation? Of course you have. You have two kids.
Yeah.
And that was awful. And although it was a hell of a commencement
Oh,
and bye Jason. Anyway, it was a hell of a commencement, but you just realize we almost got into a fight with people. We almost threw down.
nice. It's a riot.
Because everyone was standing up. They said, "Don't stand up," as people are being introduced. My only chance of even seeing Molly get her degree is like her name flashing very briefly on the big ass screen. I took a picture of that screen 6 times. I got 2 other different names. I only got her name once. I was just like, it was insane. I don't know if Jason's coming back.
I don't think he'd leave us. I mean, we'll just maybe he's just going. Maybe he went to. Good night, Jason. We'll do the show without him.
Yeah, there we go. Although I have no idea how to. Well, I guess I can share the screen, so it should be no problem.
So this is the week that was, and for Jason, it's the week that wasn't.
Jason's the week that wasn't. Yes.
Flip a coin to read Jagged Thoughts. Or every other sentence. Oh, there he is.
There we go.
All right.
So anyway, I got the issue of Suckball put together, and hi Jason, how you doing?
Yeah, we just. I mean, you're back. We
Oh
just.
man, it's just such a mean thing to say about such a cool magazine, you know.
Well, I mean, we were just dividing up Jagged Thoughts because you didn't come back. We were trying to figure it out.
Yeah, crazy, right?
We're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
But
Okay.
dude, this is the Oddball Show. We've been doing this for weeks, so let's have a show.
We're veterans now. We're professionals. We should be getting our fleshlight ads and our health supplement ads. You know, let's Joe Rogan up this bitch. Come on.
Jason's all blurry. He looks like an alien. Whoa, alien.
My hair looks crazy, man. I got a tattoo today.
Oh, you got a tattoo today. Did you get a tattoo of hair?
No. It says sense.
It says sex.
Sense.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So
Well,
like,
where
sense one
does it
is like
say
when I-
that? Where does it say that?
So I'll show it to you. So you have to look at it like my way because I had him free draw it.
My way.
So it says sense when I look at it, which is good.
Did you ask the tattoo artist if he could make sense?
Made sense to me. You know, I mean, because the thing is, like, here's the thing, okay? For like the longest time, I wanted to get FIO on my fingers, meaning figure it out, right? And then one day I just said, well, you know, I mean, you're a writer. Why don't you just get sense tattooed on your hand? So I did, because I'm a writer. You know, sense one is my right when I write. You know, so
I'm going to get on my fist. This object appears closer to your face than you think.
Yeah.
Just don't start
Um,
getting tattoos on your face and your head. I've seen that. It's not a good
Yeah,
look.
no, I'm not quite there. I'm not quite getting a tattoo on
I knew
my
one
face.
guy who had a Subway logo tattooed on the top of his head, amongst other.
Is that Jared?
It was not. I wish it was Jared.
I got a guitar pick tattooed on my head.
I believe that. That's crazy.
Look at it. It's beautiful. It's like a teardrop.
Wow.
It's like a gang member's teardrop on my head. It's a big.
Dude,
drop.
that's
I'm just
That's a
saying, you start
crazy-
tattooing your head, and you're walking around constantly with the soundtrack of Fred Durst going, "No one knows what it's like to be this bad man."
that
You know,
Durst
it's,
is such a douchebag.
Could be a hole
Talk
in my
about Fred
head.
Durst for a second. He's
I
such
got a
douche-
hole in my head. Ow. What else could it be? Wait, it's a bad case of skin cancer. Oh no. All right. For those that are visually impaired,
we envy you.
Yeah, no, I mean, I look like hell, man. My hair is like, what is happening with this thing?
you look like Richard. Oh, you got Kramer hair.
I got, yeah, without the racism. Not bad. You know, like, I'm all right. You know, I'm all right with black people.
I don't think his hair was the racist part of him. Just saying.
I love his hair, but I don't know how I got my hair like this.
All right. So we're gonna jump.
It's almost buckwheat hair. Then maybe that was the racist part of Kramer's hair. We don't know.
I don't know, man. Tim. So, Chad, how's your day going? Mine is fine. I got a tattoo today. It was good. It was a good day to get a tattoo.
I did a
My
lot of
stepdaughter graduated from UMass with honors in science, a career that matters to shit right now. So we're going to see where she goes, what country she flies to. That'll actually pay for her services. We'll see what happens.
Nice.
But it was basically everyone, all the commencement speakers, basically saying "fuck Trump" without actually using his name.
I don't know. You can say fuck Trump, but we can all say fuck
Well, the
Trump.
commencement speakers might not want to do that.
Yeah, especially it will go viral and then they'll get deported.
I don't think
I was
Trump's that
actually
guy.
worried that ICE was going to be coming because one of the JFK Prize winner was an international student. You know, I was afraid there's going to be an ICE truck just like grabbing people right when they get off the stage with their diploma.
That's such a funny idea, an ice truck. That's good.
Hey,
That's
Mommy,
good.
can I have an icy freeze? Not that kind of ice truck.
So this morning I listened to Oddball show from
I'm sorry.
last week, and
Oh,
it
so
was,
very
it was
sorry.
delightful.
From
Yeah,
last week?
from last week I listened to Two Deans as well. Did you know that Tim has a podcast that's wildly successful called Two Deans?
It's wildly successful.
I'd say it's
Yeah.
wildly successful.
We talked about Chris Joseph's blind dates last week, and next week on Monday we've got a female firefighter who will talk about some of her problems. in
Yeah,
dating.
that was a great story. The female firefighter was a great story. Chad said something.
It was the best story.
From
No
the-
one
Chad
seems like her.
did an amazing Trump.
So from the male gazing point of view, since we're three white men, female firefighters, hot or not?
Absolutely, 100%. They're beautiful.
Chad, just talk in code because I know that you're like, your girlfriend's like in the next room over. Just in talking code.
I guess I have never pursued the fire. I never knew enough. I once dated someone who dated a firefighter, which was a bad mistake on my part. You don't want to date anyone who dated someone who has access to axes. You just don't want that. But
True.
female fighter, I'd be interested in the stories. I gotta say that.
She asked to marry me. All right.
So in the podcast that's not out, but we actually premiered last week. What we did on Facebook, right? Are we on Facebook
now? Oh God!
You were doing an impression. Tim Gager was doing an impeccable impression of Marge Simpson, which was crazy. That was a good impression. And then I said you were Gollum. That was funny. Yeah, man. So two beans is good. Chad wings.
I'm preparing for a workshop at 11:30 in downtown Salem. Check out the Mass Poetry
What's the
website.
workshop?
It'll be it's basically a workshop on erasure poetry. There will be
Okay.
attempts. There will be exercises. There will be hopefully PowerPoint presentations. There will be me talking out of my ass. We'll see how far I get on this. We'll see. We'll see if this is the presentation that breaks me and they stop accepting my proposals. I'm just giving them proposals until they actually stop.
I'm an racial host.
So into it, but the Massachusetts
Racial.
Poetry Festival is this week.
Yeah.
I am
Yes,
not.
it is.
I'm not a part of it, but it is actually this weekend, isn't it?
It is.
It,
Nah,
it
I'm not a
can
part of it.
exist and not have
I
you
didn't
in
ask
it.
to read. I wasn't asked to read. You know, they don't give a shit about me. I don't care.
You got to present yourself. No one
Yeah,
asked me. I just barged right in like, hello.
Bro, I've been writing. I've been
Got
writing like
something for
crazy.
ya.
Like, hey, like,
Hey,
come
hey,
on. Man.
what are you guys doing in here? Holocaust Memorial? Okay, here's this week's Jagged Thought. Okay.
Yeah, I know. In workshopping, I've been writing a lot. You know, tried using Scrivener. So let's do a little thing about Scrivener. What do you guys know about Scrivener as writers? I know jack shit about it.
I think
What's
it's
Scribner?
turbo spell grammar check. That's how I view it, and I find nothing wrong with it.
Yeah, it's not bad. I wrote a poem. You know, and you know what? I'm going to do something different. I'm going to share a poem in a live reading that is not on Oddball magazine.
Well, you can do that now.
I can do that right now if you want. You want me to do that?
Is it short?
All right.
Late.
Yeah, it's very short.
Well, it was 13
I
minutes
wrote.
into the show that I wanted to be 30 minutes.
No, I know. All right, so I wrote this. Yesterday. Let's see. Hold on. Fill the air with some time. Anyway, I was gonna read a poem because I've been writing something. I couldn't find anything, except for what we were gonna read. But I maybe I'll do it in post. Do a little post editing. You know. Let's get into the week that was. Chad, take the wheel. Jesus, please.
Wait, what? I thought you were going to read a poem. What happened?
I couldn't pull it up in time.
Okay, well, fair enough. Are you going to be able to pull up the screen?
I got the screen.
No, why don't you share? You got the screen? Yeah, that'd be great.
Let me see if I can.
Screen 2.
Oh, here we go.
I've been writing in the document with I figured I'd read some of the stuff's unreleased shit. Who's this?
Right.
Oh, someone else joined. All right, well, let's share their
How
screen.
did someone else join?
I just shared the screen. Here we go.
There we go.
Oh, all right, so this is Oddball Magazine. There it is.
Whoop. And this is Monday's Oddball Magazine. Oh my God. And this is my feeling. This
Yeah.
photo represents my feelings about this podcast. But it's actually an illustration to a poem by John Garman.
All right, so time listeners, jazz up this poem by John Garman.
And it looks like he's got a tattoo on his fingernail.
Yeah.
Looks like little funny eyes.
Okay. All right, who's reading it?
All right.
Okay. The poem by John Garman is Kristallnacht. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly.
Yeah.
Okay. Tell me, grandmother, was it anything like the invasion of our capital back then in 1938? Was it like January 6, 2021? Was it just a happy crowd out to express themselves? Did the crowd on Kristallnacht celebrate the damage they caused? Did the president congratulate them? Did he say he loved them? Did he tell them to go home? Did they leave anyone bleeding? How many fled the danger? Did children hide, trembling? Were people trying to escape? Tell me, grandmother, was the crowd celebrating their victory? Were they invaders in the capital? Who cleaned up after? Did anyone die? What happened after that? Did life go on as usual? Was the crowd forgiven? Why is it in our history? Who is to blame? Were they pardoned? Can it happen again? Tell me, grandmother.
All right.
John Garman is a 55-year-old. That's a long bio. Who wants to read his bio?
It says
I think
80.
he's 85 there.
So if he's 85, his grandmother might be like 140.
All right, John Garman is fucking 85 years old. Read his bio.
John
John Garman
Garman
is an 85-year-old poet at the College of Southern Nevada, Las Vegas. He grew up in Texas, served as 4-year enlistment in the Marines, went to college, earned a PhD, served as president of Berkeley City College, and now serves in the College at Vegas. His work appeared in Oddball magazine, Commonweal, Plowshares, Prairie Schooner, The Oregonian, Oyster, River Pages, and Southern Humanity Reviews. Hey, Kelly Savage Moyer is an accomplished poet, photographer, and fiber artist who pursues her muse. The accomplished of New Orleans French Quarter, as well as the mountains of western North Carolina. She is the author of including Hush Puppy, a collection of short-form poetry, and Mother Pomegranate and Other Fairy Tales for Grown-Ups. Both released by Nonprofit Press. She is the editor of Failed Haiku. Sold. 238 gets one. Sold. 55 gets one. Okay. That was my impression of the telephone auction, which was a popular show.
I don't understand what you're saying, which came from old.
All right, that was. I mean, that's so. All right, so let's do a little segment here about poets and bios. What do you think a good bio should be? How many sentences?
Not very long at all.
Do you think like? I mean, I don't care.
I think
really
lists of accomplishments in terms of like individual publishing credits should not be in bios. They just weigh them down.
I think I went and got too many. One time. You remember that one time? Yeah, that guy gave us like a bio that was like 60 lines long of all the places he was published in.
That happens at least
crazy.
once every other month.
It's wild, man.
Like I won my first Nobel Prize in 1987. Like, okay, great.
Right.
See, I go by the New York.
I've never been nominated.
I go by the New Yorker
Those
cartoons,
suck.
unless if I'm online and I get to. I try to keep it to 4 sentences. I've gone a little longer because I'm a regular contributor and I want people to know what I'm doing. But for a long time, my goal was try and keep it to 4 sentences because my guideline was the New Yorker, where even if you won a Pulitzer Prize, you still have to keep it to like 2 to 4 sentences. Everyone was equal in that regard.
Nice.
Wild. Yeah, no, I think a bio is, at your discretion. Who gives a fuck? Write down your bio and good luck.
Write down your bio and good luck.
Yeah, I don't know. I haven't put my shit anywhere, man. Like I've just been on Oddball, bro. Like
And Scove.
I'm pretty happy.
And Scove.
All right, and Scove.
You've been in a few other places, Jason.
I was published by Telltale Chapbooks, which was a beautiful thing.
And you could be again someday. You're just gotta give him a book.
Yeah, maybe.
And Scove.
Yeah.
The Wonderful Worms of Wendy's.
What?
The Wonderful Worms of Wendy's. You don't know.
Oh, you're looking at. Oh, sorry. Let me get the share screen up. Give me one moment.
I'm looking at my own screen. I don't need to share it. Oh, for others, yeah, I guess.
Let me get the share. Let me get the share up. Let's see.
Let's get
Go
share
back
up here.
to.
Is there
Go
a
back to
need
Garner.
love after lunch? Share up.
All right. Next poem.
Next piece. Here we go. We go now to She Who Laughs Laughs, a Wendy's urban legend.
And
Worms, the worms
National
of Wendy's.
You share?
And Scove.
I don't see it on the screen.
Oh, you have to make it. You have to allow it again, Jason.
Yeah, go ahead.
You got to share it.
Let's look.
Do you believe in love after love? There it is.
There we go.
Wonderful.
So Tim, you
Very
like explaining the comics.
Okay.
Tim, you like explaining the comics. Let's have you do this one.
All right. Am I reading it and explaining the comics?
I think so.
No. We didn't know the term urban legend, nor did we have the internet, just TV. And there's a picture of a very, very old TV with knobs. So if someone heard something, it was easy enough to say, I saw it on TV, or someone else had. So it looks like there's Anne explaining it in front of a TV that's bigger than she is. Well, I didn't. Out of my friends who saw it on 20/20 or 60 Minutes, and there she is explaining it again. The scuttlebutt was that Wendy's used to grind up worms to make your burgers. There's a picture of a burger with worms, made of worms. That's why they are so hot and juicy. Run for your life, little guys. It's a whole lot of comic of Ann Scove talking. Ground up worms or cows. So what's the difference? This was my mom's take. She wasn't even a vegetarian. So there's Ann. I've never met Ann Scove's mom in a comic before, and there she is.
Yeah, that's great. I mean, I love what she does.
Ann Scove lives in her
Yeah,
hometown
good
of
stuff.
Cincinnati. Her first comics appeared in local street paper Street Vibes. In Article 25, she's a frequent contributor to Funny Times and Bell magazine, both based in northern Ohio. She considers having her comics up on your refrigerator door to be the highest form of praise. Reading them while they're on the can is an acceptable close second.
Nice.
And now let's go to the next piece. Good job, man. I always love her autobio stuff.
It's the essay of Stephen
That's
Stills.
incredible.
And now, who wants to? This is a Trump take apart piece with Richard Spizak.
Yeah, it's wild.
Doing his two takes on the crucifixion of Trump.
Wild.
And it's a long essay.
It's a long
That's
essay
brilliant.
to write to your essay. But let's get the
Essay by Stephen David Justin.
and of course the tradition with long philosophical pieces is the very long first sentence. So let's read that.
Yeah, just go check this out. Essay by Stephen David Justin Stills. Read it at Audible magazine.
All right.
We're gonna skip this one. It's kind of long.
As to the degree that Easter, amongst other traditions, should be believed and adhered to,
Oh yeah, go ahead. read it.
2025th time of commemorating Jesus purposely rising from the grave, the 2025th time of pretending his resurrection on this day, the 2025th time of this rising, when clearly once in his rising would have been more than enough, the sun's infinite rising having to be vastly more important to all species than the 200,000 year late savior, potentially times two, the Homo sapien existence, or more broadly, a 2 million year late savior, potentially times three, to hominid existence is the leap of faith, degrees shaped by distance from all things logical and empirical, period. You can read the rest of it at oddballmagazine.com.
And you can read the pretty cartoons, comics is done by Richard Spizak, who has been illustrating the majority of this work from Stephen David Justin Sills.
Stephen David Sills is a literary writer in Honolulu, Hawaii. If you'd like to read the rest of the bio, please go to oddballmagazine.com.
Same for Richard Spizak for his bio, who needs no introduction, as he's been one of Oddball's most stalwart contributors.
Exactly, and if you really want his bio, you can also watch last week's show.
Laserium. Go to lasers. Lasers.
Lasers.
A laserarium. Yes, there we go. And there's also links to all the previous chapters. We're up to 18 so far.
Dude, that's a lot of writing.
How much longer till he stops? Probably not until Trump is gone. Anyway, let's go to the comic spotlight. I'm going to give this one to
beautiful
Tim.
comic. Oh wow, beautiful. Beautiful, man. This
Tim,
is,
Tim loves to describe a good comic. He's let's put that skill again to the test.
All
This is
right. And
fantastic. I love it.
it's a cat with a magic 8-ball. That's the premise of this. So it's cat ball. And
This is LOL. Oh, I love that shit.
cat's holding the magic 8-ball. Oh, magic 8. He's got green eyes. Oh, magic 8-ball. Will this year be better than the last? Shake, 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 shake. It looks like one of those like shake things. Shake exercises. The cat's shaking it, and then whoop! The cat looks at the magic 8-ball, whoop, and in the magic 8-ball triangle it says LOL by Alfonso M. Rodriguez.
That sums up the year already.
I like this panel 3 when he goes whoop, whoop.
Yeah, man. You guys watch Kill Tony? You ever watch that show? It's a very funny show.
No.
Yeah,
Alfonso M. Rodriguez is a Connecticut-based independent filmmaker and video editor.
Who's
ready
ready
for
for
the
the
works
fucking time of their lives?
in television. I am an alumni of the school. I am not an alumni of the School of Visual Arts in Film, and have had many of my works showcased at film festivals. Most recently, Not I was an award.
What are you fucking up his bio for? What are you doing? What's happening here? Huh?
What am I doing with his bio?
I don't know.
It's
Were
in
you
first
reading his
person.
bio?
Yeah, it's in first person. I just want to make the audience clear to the audience that I'm not him.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah.
Dill, yeah.
Let's start that from the top.
All right.
Yeah. Give the guy his bio.
Alonzo M. Rodriguez, known as I. I'm a Connecticut-based independent filmmaker and video editor that also works in television. I'm an alumni of the School of Visual Arts and Film. I've had many of my work showcased in film festivals. Most recently, I have an award box
Read his fucking bio, man.
own art grant in film animation. I work along an animator named Gabby Gambino.
I respected his bio. I mean, that guy had a really
Much
good
respect.
bio. You kind of fucked it up.
He has
bro.
many comics in Oddball. Hold
I
on.
got that post.
So we got a private chat message. What does it say? Would you like to read the private chat message, Chad? Chad, come on.
Let's go to the next piece.
I'll read it then. Private chat, Chad Brenda. Jason, shut the fuck up during the read. Chad Brenda. I can't hear it. So, we need to read Chad's bio now?
It's a great bio. I felt like, you know.
All right, let's move on.
It was a nice bio. Moving on. Who's ready for the best fucking night of their lives? Kill Tony. It's great.
I love the drip watercolor here.
Wow, that is beautiful. Oh my god, I love that. Who did that?
That's Thomas Reisner.
Thomas Reiser. Yeah, he's very talented. He's been in the magazine for a bit now.
Let's have who wants to. Actually, you read this one, so I will.
I'm
You read the last one, Tim, so I'll read this one. This is Trauma's Timeline from Micah Zevin. And by the way, this was a bitch to edit in terms of getting the spacing right. In moods yearning for hair, gears, curls, soup bowls, new butter chicken curries are begging asylum. No begging asylums. Paths, just no lab spotlights, down blue Niles, numb or out freaking. Gifts, daring, promises, causing, being terrors, the point, the cut, pretense of strength, going, voting, testing, boundaryless, enraging, passengers, consumers, American commas, democracy, erasing, drug addictions, clearance, presumption, facts, poverty, elevators, stuck, tantrums, not Valentine's, the fighting Democrats, flat lemons, Are they in there? Or freezing in hellish coats of winter, each other, eating, promising nothing, everything.
Yeah, I like the ending.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
All right.
Good
Would you like to
stuff,
read the
man.
bio as fast as you can?
Nah, man, those are long bios. Wow.
This is a very special bio issue.
Yeah, these bios are too long, man.
Mikan, well, we'll just shorten them. Mikan is a
Uh, Mika Seven is a writer. Thomas Reisner is a
no,
writer.
he's not a
Thomas
writer.
Moving
Reisner
on.
is an artist.
Oh, artist. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I mean, you can read their
All right.
bios, I guess.
Check out
I
his
mean,
book.
they've been on the
Check out his
magazine.
book Metal Heavy, as far as Michael Zevin, and check out Thomas Reisner's work at Oddball magazine. Hopefully every month.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Cool.
Why not? They're great. I mean, we respect them. Their bios are good. They're
They're
long.
long. They're tiring.
And now for the shortest
It's not
bio,
tiring,
for the shortest bio on this week, I can guarantee because I was the one who wrote it. This is from Jason Wright.
A smoke alone.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, Jagged Thought 569. A smoke alone. All right. I'm not one with anyone. Wait, hold on. I can't fucking read it. All right. Can I make it bigger? I'm not one with anyone. I smoke and write this poem. Smoke finds me, confirms me alone. I'm broken and bruised, my mind obtuse and used. Should be asleep, but this is the scenery. A rock show with people who, little old me, smoking a smoke alone. Funny that I'm a comedian. Jokes gone on too long. Sing a song and speed away. Have a smoke alone. They don't care about me. I don't care about them. I'm just venom in a pen. Written with my medicine. Took drinks and jugs away. Stripped me to my core. Good cavern to put possessions in. Just a lot of poems, jokers, guitar picks, and pens. A letter to my daughter and a lesson learned in time.
All right. And the bio of
Yeah, Jason Wright is the editor and founder of Oddball magazine. Yeah, it's my stuff.
that's all.
Writer.
That's a nice short bio. Very compact.
Yeah, man. I mean, don't just flex, you know.
Oh, it looks like a Robert Fleming on this next piece with
I do appreciate good
a
Robert
erasure
Fleming.
poem.
Nice.
Erasure poetry is art.
And there are 4 poems by Bridget Shibo Angsasser. Like that.
Let's do 2 of them so the people can be urged to go to oddballmagazine.com and actually read the magazine without us having to do it for them. Let's let them do the heavy lifting.
Okay, I'll read one.
The first poem is Proverbs. Proverbs. No watching, just foxes in the hen house. No shepherd, just wolves in sheep's clothing. Original sin? No, just snakes in the grass.
Betsy Ross. With thread, I will mend your socks so you can boycott Bix boxes.
And for the rest, you can check out oddballmagazine.com.
And the rest.
Here's a short bio. Jason, you want to read that one?
Bridget Shiba Angrazin.
Engsasser, I think.
Enga.
Writing from the Shenandoah Valley in Virginianville, site points new microphone duty on silent. What? Blue sky.
I don't think you read that correctly at all.
I couldn't read it.
It's
Yeah,
very
man. Like,
small on the
it's super
screen.
fun.
Was booty one of the words you actually read off of this,
No.
or think you read
One
off
of
of
the
this?
ones, man.
Where's your own screen,
The
man?
font on the magazine is updated. What?
Where's your own screen? At least if you can't watch it through the through the screen that's being shared, at least bring up the page yourself.
That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, why not? Yeah, why not?
All right, let's redo it. Bridget Chibo Engslager is a booty poet, writing from Booty Valley in Virginia's Booty. She posts new booty daily on Booty Ski. How is that?
It needs to be redone. The website needs to be redone. You know,
at least Tim acknowledges that I heard the word booty as well from that bio.
Booty.
From Jason's interpretation of it, because what bio wouldn't have booty in it?
Robert Fleming from Lewis, Delaware, is a digital artist and visual poet from Lewis, Delaware. His books are White Noir, an American bestseller, and Conway in 441. So that's his shorter bio. So cool.
It can be done.
Cool for Bridget. Cool for Robert.
Yes.
Cool for cats.
Yes. Okay, this is a longer piece. Tim, you want to tackle this one, and then I'll get James's afterwards. Transpanic Defense.
It's not long. The lines are short.
True, but we gotta keep them. We gotta keep them begging for more, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, we might even cut this off early. How long have we been running this for?
Okay, so all right, fine. We'll begging for more. Poem's called Transparent Defense, and it appears at oddballmagazine.com. All right. I'm sorry, I'll read a few lines.
Yeah.
I prefer you don't. Transpanic. Boys do cry. Girls are strong. They can beat, rape, stalk, chase, kill, lie. I will say it again. Rape is never consensual. It does not matter if it felt good. That does not equate to consent. And there's a trigger warning for that and the rest of the poem, but it's a very deep and heavy poem that you can read at Oddball Magazine.
And the artwork by Eric M. Peterson is beautiful. I mean, I love Eric's artwork, man. I've never shied away from his stuff. It's great.
Yeah, I love his artwork too. And it's wonderful because he's from Atlanta, Georgia. What I really love about his artwork is he's been drawing cartoons all of his life. And it's really cool that when he presents artwork.
Well, that's a long fucking bio.
He leans toward the absurd.
Tybee Maitre is actually, to sum it up, she's been an artist and a writer who has been with us for a while, and she works in many artistic mediums and mixed media collage and forms, and I think this might be her first published piece in a while. I tried to get her in the writer-artist section of National Poetry Month, but couldn't do it, so I was very glad to include her for the month of May. And Eric N. Peterson, though as far as I know, a straight white cis male living in Atlanta, Georgia, he always seems to have the best pieces that kind of equate to the LGBT crowd. And just like, and this one was a little different in that I saw it as a piece representing isolation. It was tough to find a piece that worked with this, and I turned down a lot of pride related artworks that we have from other contributors as well. This seemed to be the one that worked best, so I was very happy about that.
Very good explanation. It was longer than the poem and the bio. It's new.
You know, I could walk away from this, and my pay and my bankroll and my status and my reputation would be exactly as it was before I started.
James Van Loy.
I love you, buddy.
Okay.
James Van Loy.
It's all one thing. 588. Pilgrimage too far. The sweet lady who finally revealed the way from New Melrose.
Hey, sweet lady.
Hey, lady.
Oh, God. Fuckball zine is coming soon.
Hey, lady.
I don't care if I have to write all the pieces. It's all, even if I have to do for James Van Loy, it's all in another thing. Part 1005.
Lady.
The sweet lady who finally revealed the way from New Melrose to Old Melrose had said we'd brought the sun to her day in a garden of blooming flowers and trees and the wall. We then went down along to follow a creek past the medieval ruin of the priory blurb. I'm sorry, of the priory, burbling its way to the River Tweed, off to our left, the Scottish border, just out of sight, and what we'd followed for 2 hours in the
Hey.
bus.
Hey.
All right.
That's funny.
He's trying to get back to me, back at me at the private chat. You know, Jason's like a dog. He's just going to read whatever you write out loud. All right. In the interest of editing this thing so it's somewhat barely coherent. So if my bosses ever listen to this shit, they're not going to be like, Chad, can you come to our office and bring everything in your desk with you? So let's start again. It's all one thing, 588. Pilgrimage too far. The sweet lady, are you happy now? Who finally revealed the way from New Melrose to Old Melrose, had said we brought the sun to her day in a garden of blooming flowers and trees, and the wall we then went down along to follow a creek past the medieval ruin of the priory, bubbling its way to the River Tweed, off to our left. The Scottish border, just out of sight, and what we'd followed for 2 hours on the bouncing bus to get to walking distance of where once the Irish Celtic monks had built in just wood their monastery in the huge Horseshoe Bend. That's when I saw it on a map. It reminded me of a Horseshoe Bend in North Virginia where my mother's paternal family lived 100 years. That is 4 generations. And actually then where my great-grandfather had stood guard across the Bull Run Creek from Massachusetts Regiment, commanded by that General Hooker whose statue I confront every time I go on up to demonstrate at the State House on Beacon Hill. But now as we make our way up a big long hill that turns out to be where the Romans built a fort on their farthest north ever, that is the Antonine demilitarized zone of their time. Many miles above Hadrian's Wall, we can see the place of the 3 mountains before and behind us as we make our way up the high ground as far as we can without crossing a busy road where we look out at what we cannot quite reach. James Van Looy has been with Oddball forever, and we're very happy about it. That's the abridged bio.
He's the best.
Let's go to Janet Cormier. Whoops, I might be skipping. Let's go back to Janet Cormier. Jason cannot read, and I'm afraid what he's going to get from Janet Cormier's piece if he's going to try to just put more booty into it. So, Tim, would you like to read?
Sure. And we should just allow Jason to do the bios because he can't read them and it kind of makes them more fun. Bamboozled no more each day. Each day is a new day, even when you try to make every day the same. Thank God is God. It's God's way of keeping us from getting too stuck, keeping us creative, giving us opportunity to keep growing and keep exploring, letting us know there are still roads to follow, dreams to dream. Can I get an amen?
Amen. We're almost done. Let's go to Bruce Wise. Jason, I want you to read the longest piece on Bruce Wise and see how many times you can write. You can say booty from. You can get the word booty from it.
Find a wood lady in one of his poems.
All right, so this is Bruce Wise. Bruce Wise is the coolest guy in the world, bar none. Coolest guy.
Bruce Wise also has 20 bios per column. So let's see you deal with that. Let's have that blow your mind for a minute, Jason.
Yeah, right. Let's do a haiku by Clear Dew Abuse.
Pussy.
Tree He's growing. Stand in front of the garden. Clear Dew abuses the poet of haiku. You fucked up with his bio. It's all good though. Can I read another one?
Yeah, do it.
All right. Actually, you're up, Tim. I read mine.
I'm going to read A Great Blue Heron by C. Curlew Bide.
How far down is that?
It's almost at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Thank you.
He saw a great blue heron standing at the roadside marsh. At peace, it patiently was seeking some food at the marge. It didn't, the Marge Simpson. It didn't seem to be communicating psychically, nor speaking with God's endeavor and divinity. It seemed to look into that little wetland pit as its own hunting ground, immense, despite cars passing it. C. Curlew Bide is a poet of wetland birds. Should that second line be Marge or Marsh?
Bruce Wise gets boners over Old English, so chances are that Marge is correct. That's the first time I haven't looked at his stuff and questioned him.
Bruce Wise is a phenomenal writer, whoever the fuck he is. Amazing guy.
And to quote Marge Simpson, let's
All
go
right.
to
All right, this guy needs to eat some McDonald's.
Near to the Tall Top Sign by Brooke Diesel off.
Lady. Look at the lady. Hey, lady.
Okay. This poem reads, his rig was parked along the ramp near the Tally Stop sign.
Yeah.
He helped the lady push her SUV off to the side. It wasn't all that much in the great scheme of this terrain, but she was glad for the assist and he for rescuing. Brooke Diesel is a poet of vehicles. Okay, I'm going to stop sharing now. I don't even know if anyone's listening to me at this point.
Well,
I mean, it was a great week that was, and we spoke for 47 minutes. Let's give everybody a break. They can come to oddballmagazine.com, check us out.
And
it's now 48 minutes, you asshole. Thanks so much for the break.
Jason was very grateful to you, Chad. While you got all this shit about booty, when you mispronounced Terran, he was silent. Just saying.
Hey, lady.
Fuck you.
Can I do an impression? Can I do an impression? Let me do an impression. Here's an impression. All right. This is an impression.
I'm about to do an imitation of Jimmy
I'm
Carter.
about to do an imitation of Donald Trump. Here we go. Donald Trump.
Oh, no.
This is my imitation of Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Donald Trump. Great president. I'm a great guy.
I think this impression is already worthy of a suckball focus.
All right. Let me try another impression. I can't do impressions. I do like voices though.
You do impressions like Andy Kaufman does impressions, and now I shall do an imitation of Jimmy Carter, the president. Jimmy Carter, the president.
Here's the South Park.
Here's my impression of J.D. Vance.
Oh no!
Couch. I don't know. I mean, you probably fucking
until I got bored with it. Every time JD Vance posted on Facebook, every time I noticed he posted, I always put the GIF of Rick James, as played by Dave Chappelle, going "fuck your couch, fuck your couch."
I am so good at saying the not the N word with Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
I'm very good.
Fuck your couch.
Fuck your couch. And I just stop there. I just give it a nice pause and say, "Sir and Madam," to the. Oh, all right. So here's this is how my brain's gonna go. Sir and Madam, to the lessons I implore. This is actually from. Have you seen Simpsons? The Raven.
No.
Oh my God! Yeah. It says, "I heard your name tapping on my chamber door."
Oh yeah! Oh yeah! Homer Simpson. Yes, Homer Simpson yelling at Bart the Raven. Yes, stupid Raven. Yes.
Yeah, that's so good. Do that again, man. That's
stupid Raven.
Stupid Raven.
It's my Sinead impression.
That's so good, man. I mean, like, you know what would be scarier than anything? What? Anything, you know?
Tomorrow. Anyway, let's.
All right.
You know, hey, we're here. Good night, everybody. You can find us.
Next week, hopefully, we'll come to you like an hour and a half earlier than this.
Check out Two Deans, man. Like, the world's a good place.
Two Deans is funny as shit.
Actually, Two Deans exists because the world's not in a great place. You know, especially at least not the dating world.
We certainly need.
You know, you just got to be here to fucking kind of live it. It's crazy.
We certainly need some more bad disaster dating stories.
You know, I got a disaster story that involves a witch. Are you any interested in that? Would that be an interesting show to go on?
The witch, being a witch itself, isn't a disaster. But
The witch was in a dream, though. It was a
oh,
relationship.
dream disaster.
Is that a possibility?
And not
Go on your show, Two Deans.
No.
Chad, you should go on. Hey, Chad, you should go on his Two Deans show and just
Now,
be
if
like,
you had Jason, if you
Chad.
had a wet dream next to
Wet
dream, we could put that on the show. 'Cause that would be a disaster.
I could probably have a wet dream. Probably have one right now. I'm having a wet dream right now.
I don't date anymore, Jason. If I dated anyone in a dream, I'd have to wake up and apologize to Margaret. You know, it's
That was almost.
Three.
What was that good? What is that Goodfellas? You shoot me in a dream, better wake up in the bar.
that's Reservoir Dogs, but yeah.
Reservoir Dogs. Yeah. That's shoot me in a dream, better wake up and apologize.
All right.
You think I'm just gonna go? Woo.
Good night, everybody.
We haven't done that vibe in a while.
Let's not do that now.
Yeah, we're not doing any Reservoir Dogs. We're saying goodbye. Tim, where can we find you? You're gonna be at the Salem
I'll be
Poetry
there
Festival
Saturday and Sunday.
I'll be there on Saturday as well.
I'll be there for 2 days.
I might go. Why not?
It's supposed to be like
I
3 inches of rain on Saturday. I mean, they do the poetry festival every 2 years, and of course, the weekend they do it, it rains because we're in Massachusetts. And
the poetry world's full of sick.
well, I think for Suckball Magazine we should have a weather section because the weather just sucks balls.
Yeah.
But
Us.
All right. Well, hey, this has been the week that was.
Okay, Jason, you're going to finally end the show. You're going to do the outro, and you're going to be okay.
Yeah,
you're going to be okay.
We're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. All right. Bye, everybody. Hold on.
Say the goddamn fucking words.
Oddball show. We're going to be okay.
Please say the goddamn fucking words.
We're gonna be okay. That's so funny. You sing out of my blue.
Say the goddamn fucking words. Goodbye from Oddball. Jesus.
I'm trying to get this sign together.
We're already at 53
right.
minutes. Come on, man. And
All right, this is the week that was.
out of my misery.
Bye.
The Oddball Show and the Oddball Foundation is dedicated to mental health advocacy through art.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oddball Show features content intended for mature audiences. If you'd like to view a content warning before listening, please check out the episode description. The views put forth by our hosts and our guest reflect the speaker's opinions and not the official stance of Oddball Foundation. Thanks for listening. We hope you enjoy the show.